All right, it is officially time. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Movement Break. My name is Amber Langford. I'll be running you through your movement session today. For today's session, all we need is some room to move, all standing exercises. There may be one exercise where we may want to use a support structure. That support structure can include a wall, the back of a stable chair, or a desk. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with our neck today. To start, we're going to have our feet be about hip width apart. Hands are resting down at our sides. We're going to actively pull those shoulders down away from our ears. From here, we're going to tilt our head down, reach that chin to our chest, and then we're going to do a half circle, rolling that head over to the right, over towards that right shoulder, back towards your chest, and then over towards that left shoulder. We're going to alternate right to left, making a nice half circle in each direction. Making sure that we're breathing during all of our movements today. Taking that big inhale through your nose, and then exhaling out through your mouth. Let's do one more to each side. Slowly lifting that head back up to center. We're going to widen our stance. And then from here, we're going to take our arms, reaching out to the side. We're going to make a nice T with those arms. Elbows are straight. We're going to alternate, taking that right arm, reaching our body over towards the right. So we send that right arm to the right, but our hips are going over to the left. Standing tall, we're going to switch directions, reaching that left hand over to the left. Hips are going right. Alternating side to side, trying to get as much movement through our hips as we can, working on that mobility through our spine here. Let's do one more, each side. Now we're going to do similar movements, but now we're going to add a little bit more of a lat and side body stretch. So I want you to start first, taking that right arm up to the ceiling. We're going to reach that right arm up and over towards the left. Hips are sending over towards the right. Exhale, standing tall, lowering that right arm, switching sides. Left arm reaches up and over towards the right, sending those hips over towards the left. And repeat. Trying to make a nice C shape with our body here. Let's do one more to each side here. Relaxing out of that, we're going to keep that wide stance, and we're going to do a few hip circles. Hands on your hips, taking those hips over to the right, circling forward, to the left, back, and repeat. We're just going to do 2 circles in each direction. And then switching, circling those hips back, to the left, forward, and to the right. Last one here. Standing tall, go ahead and bring those feet in. We're going to do a few standing cat-cows. For these cat-cows, we can do this in a couple ways. I always want a nice soft knee bend here. We can do this with our hands on our hips, standing tall. Or if you'd like to kind of increase that intensity, maybe get a little more range of motion, you can do this by bending over Embracing those hands right above those kneecaps. For both of these exercises, we're going to tuck our chin to our chest, tucking that tailbone under, getting as rounded as you can before dropping that chest down, lifting your chin, lifting that tailbone up into our extended cow. Alternating between that rounded cat and that extended cow. Once again, we can keep our hands here right above those kneecaps. Or we can do this in a tall standing position, rounding and extending like so. Working on getting as much motion through our spine as is comfortable. Let's do one more. Each direction here. If you're in that bent over position, I want you to slowly return back to standing. We are going to go into some lunges next. For our lunges, this is the exercise where we may need that support structure of our wall, the back of a stable chair, or a desk. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take a step back with that right leg, going into a nice lunge position. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. We're going to start first by pressing those hips forward, deepening that lunge, and then straighten that front leg. So we're gonna bend, pressing hips forward, and then straighten, pushing back. Trying to sink deeper into that lunge with each repetition. Let's do two more on this side. Bringing those feet together, we're gonna switch sides. Stepping back with that left foot, feet are flat. Back leg stays straight the whole time. Bending that front knee even more, deepening the lunge, relaxing and straightening that front leg. Let's do one more here on this side. Standing tall. We're going to go into a sumo position next. For our sumo position, wide stance, feet are turned out. We are going to go down into a sumo squat. Knees are going wide, tracking with our feet, and then standing tall. Getting as deep into that squat as we can. Your hands can be resting on those thighs. They can be on your hips. Or you can still be holding on to that support structure for a little bit more out of balance here. Trying to get as deep into that squat as we can. We're going to do two more. And on that last repetition, we're going to hold at the bottom, placing those hands right above our knees. We're going to add some rotation through our spine. So if we're here, we're going to drop that right shoulder down, looking over that left shoulder, returning to center, and switching sides. Pressing those knees out wide, getting that nice little stretch through those inner thighs as well. Let's do one more to each side. Returning to center and slowly standing up nice and tall once again. Let's go ahead and bring those feet in. Last one here. We're gonna lace our fingers together in front of our chest. We're gonna flip our hands so our palms are facing away from our body. And then from here, all we're gonna do is straighten those elbows, reaching those hands as far away from our body as we can. Relax and allow them to return to your chest. So we reach. As we reach, we pull those shoulder blades apart. As we relax, those shoulder blades pull back in towards your spine. Let's do one more here. Releasing those fingers, shaking those arms out. And that is all of the movements I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining our movement break. I hope you'll have a great rest of your day and see you next time.